Before we jump into Flutter APIs, authentication, or any code at all, I want to ask you something. Have you ever sat in a client meeting and watched someone proudly open up their entire business system and it's a Google Sheet? Not just any Google Sheet, a color coded Google Sheet, a formula pack Google Sheet, the kind of Google Sheet that's been running their business for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. And as developers, most of us have the exact same reaction. We need to move this into a real database. Superbase, Firebase, Postgres, anything but a spreadsheet. I've had that reaction too, more times than I'd like to admit. But over the years, I've learned something important. Sometimes that instinct is technically correct and still completely wrong for the client. So before you write a single line of Flutter code, I want to talk about why. Because understanding this changes how you approach an entire category of projects. Let me say something that might sound controversial on a developer channel. Google Sheets is legitimate infrastructure. I know some of you probably didn't expect me to say that. Now, obviously, I'm not claiming Google Sheets is a replacement for Postgres. It's not. You don't get foreign keys, you don't get row level security, you don't get joins. And if somebody tried building Instagram on top of Google Sheets, we'd all have concerns. But that's not the point. The point is that for thousands of real businesses around the world, Google Sheets is where the data lives. It's where orders are tracked, it's where inventory is managed, it's where reports are generated, it's where decisions get made every single week. And here's the part most of us developers sometimes forget, it actually works. It's been working for years. These businesses aren't broken, they're not waiting for a developer to rescue them. They build processes around a tool that their team understands. The spreadsheet isn't some temporary workaround. For many of them, it's the foundation of their operation. And whether we like it or not, that's reality. Now, don't get me wrong, I completely understand why developers want to migrate everything. You discover something like Superbase and it feels amazing. Postgres under the hood, authentication, storage, real time updates, row level security, a beautiful dashboard. Firebase has also its strengths. Upright has its strengths. Pocket Base is growing. New tools appear every year, and honestly, a lot of them are fantastic. So, when a client shows you a spreadsheet, your brain immediately starts redesigning the architecture. We should rebuild this properly. And maybe one day you should. But think about what you're actually asking that client to do. You're asking them to migrate years of data, years of formulas, years of workflows, years of habits. You're asking an entire team to learn new systems. You're asking them to trust infrastructure they have never used before. You're introducing new costs, new maintenance, new points of failure. And eventually, when something breaks, guess who gets the phone call? What starts as an attempt to help can easily become a project that makes the client's life harder instead of easier. That's why technically better doesn't always mean business better. Now, one thing I've noticed after working with small businesses is that they're usually not asking for a backend migration. That's a solution us developers imagine. It's really the problem their client is trying to solve. Most clients are asking for something much simpler. They want their field staff to update records from a phone. They want managers to approve requests without opening a laptop. They want customers to place orders through an app instead of sending messages or emails. Notice something? None of the requirements say, please move our data out of Google Sheets. The data can stay exactly where it is. The existing workflow can stay exactly where it is. You're simply creating a better interface around it, a mobile app, a dashboard, a customer portal, a layer that removes friction. Think about it like this. The client didn't ask you to rebuild the house, they just asked you to improve the entrance. And that's a completely valid engineering problem to solve. Now, let's talk about what this means for us as the Flutter developers or mobile developers. There's real value in being able to walk into a meeting and confidently say, yes, I can work with what you already have. That sounds simple, but it's actually harder than it looks. It's easy to recommend a complete rebuild. It's easy to say, let's move everything to a modern stack. That's a comfortable conversation. What requires experience is looking at an existing system and understanding how to extend it without disrupting it. Being able to say, I know how to connect Flutter to that spreadsheet, I know how to read from it, I know how to write to it, I know how to update records, I know how to handle authentication. I know the limitations and I know how to work around them. That's a skill. And honestly, it's a skill that a lot of us don't have because most of us developers want to replace the system. Very few are willing to build around it. Now, am I saying you should never migrate? Of course not. There are situations where migration is absolutely the right move, but those conversations should happen when the business has actually reached those limits, not on day one, not because spreadsheets makes us developers uncomfortable. Now, before anyone accuses me of pretending Google Sheets is perfect, let's be realistic. It has limitations, real limitations. Concurrent writes can become a problem. API rate limits exist. There's no true real time subscription model, and deleting or updating rows isn't nearly as straightforward as working with a traditional database. These are real challenges. We're not going to ignore them. In fact, through the series, we're going to run directly into them. And more importantly, we're going to solve them. We'll talk about caching, we'll talk about retries, we'll talk about exponential backoff, we'll talk about unique identifiers, we'll talk about update and delete strategies, we'll talk about handling failures gracefully, because that's what engineering actually is. Not pretending limitations don't exist, just understanding them and designing around them. Every technology comes with trade offs. Google Sheets is not different. The important thing is knowing those trade offs before you start building, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So here's what this series is really about. We're going to build a complete Flutter application powered by Google Sheets. We'll cover authentication, CRUD operations, state management with Riverpod, error handling, offline detection, retry mechanisms, and all the practical challenges that come with using Google Sheets as a data source. Now, because Google Sheets is a perfect database, it's not. We're doing it because there are real clients, real businesses, and real projects built around it every single day. And if you're a Flutter developer, being able to work with those businesses is incredibly valuable. By the end of the series, you'll understand the trade offs, you'll know the limitations, you'll have production ready patterns, and you'll be able to walk into that client meeting with confidence and say, yes, we can build on top of what you already have. No migration required, and that is a powerful service to be able to offer. All right, let's start building.